Why should we study the Old Testament? What's the point of it? What's the good of it? Okay? And number one, it teaches us about the character of God and the nature of man. We see that from the book of Genesis all the way through to the very end of the Old Testament, okay? It points us to Jesus. The Old Testament points us to Jesus. Let me say that again. The Old Testament points us to Jesus. Jesus says, you study the law, he says it's the Pharisees, because you're looking to the law to save you, and the law and everything in the scriptures points to me. Don't you see that? So that's important for us to understand. The next thing, the life and lessons of Israel are applicable to the church. They're applicable to the church. When we read of the falls and we read of the triumphs of the nation of Israel, we must understand that we as the church can fall into the same pits, and we can have the same triumphs too. We have throughout the history of the church. As you guys know, I spent time in Europe this summer. I spent time in Rome walking around in full awareness of how many times the church fell into some of the same pits that the nation of Israel did. You see it over and over again, the signs of it. For us as a church, we need to learn lessons from Israel.